I'm here with Mr. Robert Brown of Chapels of Eden Funeral Home in East Orange, New Jersey. We're at the New Jersey State Funeral Directors Convention here in Atlantic City, 2016. And first I want to ask you, what inspired you to come into the whole funeral industry to begin with?
Well, you know what, that's a very good question, Sam. And as I graduated Morehouse, I thought about what would be important and impactful for me and what could I do to give back. And it was a funeral director. All the times that I grew up, my dad had me visiting local funeral firms, and I thought my passion was to go into medicine, but this was another way to give back to grieving families and to also to try to practice my mortician license and restore and try to make families live life like through the death process.
Okay, now how long have you been a licensed director in the state of New Jersey?
In Jersey, it's been since 2006.
2006, okay, you got 10 years.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Whoa.
I've been open since 2006.
Oh, Chapels of Eden, that's what I was about to say. It seemed like long.
It's been 2006 since I've been open, but I graduated mortuary school and after I graduated Morehouse in 95, so in 1996. I'm sorry.
1996.
Yep.
Wow, so you've been licensed since 1996?
Correct.
Okay, oh, so wow, you got 20 years as a licensed director. But now you're licensed in New Jersey as well as
New York.
New York. See, I kind of knew that, so I had to plug that in because not everybody's licensed in both places, right?
Listen, New York is a state where you definitely can work on specialties in the funeral industry. You know, you got a lot of firms out there. There's a lot of competition, but I learned to have a critique and a strong focus for families, and I offer that in New Jersey as well as in New York.
Okay, all right. So you go both places, New York and New Jersey, which is wonderful. So now everybody can offer that.
Not everybody can offer that.
That's good. That's good. So now, when someone comes to Chapels of Eden Funeral Home, what can they expect? A family, I just lost a loved one. I'm choosing which funeral home I go to. I end up at Chapels of Eden door. What can I expect from your establishment?
Well, what we like to focus on is the personalization, and that's when you come into play. You help us to not only to map everything out for the family's liking. We sit down with them, we find out what's most important, and then we build off of that. We take that to the next level when it comes to the stationary products that you offer, through your company, and the CAT panels. We try to coordinate everything, and you got so many products for the family to choose from. So we just open up your catalog.
And they go through.
And then they go through it, man.
And are the families happy when they are working with the stuff?
They're happy, not only from a price point, but from the quality of your product. And your service by allowing, because families make mistakes at the worst possible time with misspellings of names, and we find that you and your company catch those big details. So that's important.
That is important. You're right. You're right.
The proofing and your turnaround is really quick. And that allows us to better service our family. So we like working with you.
What can a family expect as far as the services that you provide to them that makes you stand out from the other funeral homes that they can? There's a lot of funeral homes in the area. Like you said, New York, there's a lot of competition. I imagine in Jersey there's competition everywhere.
Definitely.
What makes you stand out from the other funeral homes that are around?
Well, I think what gives me the separation from firms is that we're affordable, we're personable, and even though a death is considered the worst possible time, we find a way to encourage them to lean on their faith and to get through this together through the planning process. And they find that really important. It's one of the highest levels of satisfaction to walk away from a funeral to say, well, you know what, it was something that was a difficult moment in our life, but Chapels of Eden, Mr. Brown was able to be there even though they're newer, even though we've been licensed and in the community for over 20 years now, but it's a way in which we embrace our families to show them that even though they may have the money or they may not actually have the money for everything they want, we still find a way to cut costs and pass the savings on to the family. So I think that's our niche and a way to give back.
No, I love what you said, that you work together with the family. It's not like the family, quote unquote, versus the funeral home. You kind of take them by the hand, and this is something that you guide them through, you bring them through, you work through it together because they're looking to honor their loved one, and you can work with them together. And I think that was key, that point you said about working together with the family.
And then building that relationship of trust. Once the family trusts that you have their best interests at heart, because it's a very vulnerable time, you know, and they don't know really what to go on, and they're looking for that professionalism. They're looking for the honesty and integrity of the company and the individual that they're working with. So that goes a long way.
Yeah, like I said, it's a vulnerable time. It's like one of the worst times of a person's life, usually when someone has passed away.
Right.
So it's very vulnerable, and you want to have somebody you can trust, and that's what you can get when you go Chapels of Eden. Now let me ask you this last question, and I'm going to let you run off. So, you know, a family, they've heard, you know, their loved one, they get a call from the hospital, your loved one has just made their transition, they're gone. What is the steps, what are the things that they need to do first when they're, you know, at that moment right there?
Well, my advice to a family, it would be to consider your other loved ones, your most immediate, if it's a sibling, if it's a parent, if it's aunt and uncles. You want to have a family meeting to find out what's really most important, and where are your values at now. The values of the family are so diverse, and families are not, you know, at a centered location, and they're all
over. Scattered. I got you.
So we find out if auntie can make it, if uncle can make it. If not, then I'll plug you again, where we offer the video tributes, where we also offer the online streaming. So we try to find out what's most important, what's economical. We want to keep a family within their budget, depending upon their family dynamics, and we try to honor that.
No, that's good. That's good advice. So once again, Mr. Robert Brown from Chapels of Eden Funeral Home in East Orange, New Jersey. Thank you once again for joining us. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.
All right.
God bless you and your family.
Thank you. You
and
too.
Your business.